Game 7, Monday night. Coverage on TNT at 8 Eastern. Time coverage right here on NBA TV an hour before that. And, of course, post-game coverage here as well. As a Western Conference champion, we can say for the first time, definitively, will be crowned Monday night in Oakland. Thunder and Warriors, it's gonna be good. First time since 1976 that the Warriors will host a Game 7 in the playoffs. That was the Western Conference Finals, a game they lost to the Phoenix Suns, which is the rarity in these situations. And they're just the 9th team in NBA history to fall behind 3-1 in the conference finals to even force a Game 7, something that hasn't happened since the Blazers took your Lakers to the limit back in 2000. What are you looking forward to most about the way this will play out?
Just the response. In Game 7s, it is always is pressure-filled for both sides. The opportunity to go not just to the next round, but to the NBA Finals. The defending champions are still alive here with an opportunity to go back-to-back. And you have, a group of Oklahoma City Thunder players who have almost tasted it. It's right there for them. They've fallen short and would love to go back themselves to the NBA Finals. And we don't know. Did we just witness Kevin Durant's last game in Oklahoma City? All of these thoughts, come to play here.
Yep.
What are the Thunder and both the Warriors going to look like next year, too? And I mean, that's way down the road, but this game is going to decide a lot.
Yeah, Monday night for me is about energy, in specifically the role players from both teams. Because your stars understand the magnitude of Game 7. They're going to be in a mode and in a zone where they're competing at the highest level, whether they're making shots or not or making plays or not. But does Andre Robertson travel with his game and all the nuanced plays that he's made throughout the series? Does that live in Game 7? Does Mo Buckets come off the bench and play a factor? Those are the moving pieces to me in Game 7 that will determine the outcome as much or more so as what Steph and Clay, KD and Russell do. But I also, having been at some of these Game 7s over the years in the playoffs, you always want to see who rises up to that moment from an energy perspective. And I can imagine Oracle is going to be obviously off the charts. But which players can get in there and settle in and play their game and not be overtaken by the magnitude of that moment? And that, to me, is what's going to tell the tale for both teams on Monday night.
Oklahoma City's been good on the road. They're 5-3 in the postseason. They won in San Antonio. They won at Golden State already. Those are teams that had historically great home seasons. So the venue may not matter as much, but when you get to Game 7, things change a little bit, as you well know. I mean, it's a different atmosphere.
Neither team sleeps for the next 2 days. It just doesn't happen. There's not a lot of strategy that's going to shift now.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, like tactical stuff. Kevin Durant said it in the press conference. They all know each other at this point.
Well, I don't know if they expected to see Iggy in the second half like that defensively. I mean, I've heard it thrown out in the back. Where's Andre Iguodala, the MVP from the finals last year? Well, now we know where he was.
There he is.
He's right here in this series, as will be at Game 7. And what we've seen, though, is just how explosive and how quickly these games change and swing from a 5-minute stretch. We've seen players individually explode, and we've seen both ways, explode for the positive and the negative. So, look, will this be a quick explosion in the first quarter by the Golden State Warriors and a wave of Oracle? Will the Thunder be able to withstand that? Because I think that probably will happen, and it's how Oklahoma City settles into that and takes that blow and makes this a game.
Oklahoma City's advantage the entire series has been rebounding and scoring in the paint. This was the first game, I believe the first game that they won the rebounding battle. They did not win the game. They outscored Golden State by 24 in the paint. That's a big number until you look at the three-point line and realize they were outscored by 54, which is a mind-blowing number at the three-point line. What can they do if Steph and Clay are making shots, the kinds of shots they made tonight? What can you do defensively?
There's not a whole lot you can do other than get 2 or 3 inches closer on the catch. But I think to me, the real difference is going to be, is the Thunder the type of team that can weather the storm the way the Warriors did on the road in Game 6? If it's a close game in the fourth quarter, a 5, 6, 7, 8-point game, can you finish in the last 5 minutes on the road if you're Oklahoma City the way the Warriors did tonight. I mean, this was a championship team tearing the shirt off in the last 5 minutes and say, we're not leaving. Like, we're not ready to allow someone else to chase our championship. We're still going to chase it. And to me, you think so much about the emotional energy you expend in a game like this. Who's got the bounce to come back from this and put it all back on the line again Monday night? And to me, that's going to tell the tale of this game.
Yeah, this series has been of a finals level matchup.
Sure, absolutely.
And if it's a prelude to what will come next, exciting for us, right? If we were to believe what we've seen all season long, the West being the more dominant and powerful conference than the East, you can argue that Monday is the deciding NBA championship, game.
The Cavaliers are already
Now,
already
I know
considered.
the Cavs are listening to this.
Yeah,
but
and they're already
I'm
considered
saying if
underdogs to either opponent.
Right, that's what I'm
Yes,
saying. So if we follow that storyline, which I'm with you, I don't believe the Cavs are as underdogged as people might project them to be.
I agree.
So I think we're going to have a great NBA Finals. But if we follow that storyline, Monday decides the NBA championship.
No one is going to enjoy Game 7 Monday night more than LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
Because that
Oh, my
means
God.
there's another 48 minutes or more.
Wear
and tear on this team when they see him next week.
And that has been one of
wherever
the themes of the postseason as well. LeBron and the Cavaliers awaiting their next opponent because they've rested more than anybody
been good
who
for them.
made the postseason.
Yes.
I mean, they had like 8 days between their first 2 series and another 7 days after that. Now they're sitting around again and they got the
Hungry.
popcorn out.
Popcorn
they're at
is
the
ready
TV,
in Cleveland.
Ready to go and watch it on